Okay, Randy, welcome in the Jazzaar Lounge.
All right.
Glad you're back here.
Thanks for having me. It's always good to see you, Fritzy.
So, next year it's our 20th anniversary, and
wow.
So I'm so happy that Ada came, and
yeah, this is great.
The band is sounding good, and the band the whole thing is based on the learning on the bandstand with role models. And can you elaborate on your career, why you find this very important?
Well, I didn't come up through the traditional education system. I went to Indiana University, and we had a great big band there, but there wasn't a full-fledged jazz department. So I learned by just playing in the big band, and I was one of the younger guys, and I could watch some of the older guys that had more experience. I saw how they approached the music and how they looked at it the first time, how long it took them to learn the part, the way they talked to each other, the way they kidded around, just the way they interacted. It was, and the same thing happened when I moved to New York. I started playing with Clark Terry's band, a lot of groups. So I came up by learning and listening to guys who had more experience than me. And this is what this is about. And, purposely, I just wanted to say this. I brought my own band this year, as you know, and we're doing the stuff we know. But the guys in the rhythm section, a lot of these big band charts, they hadn't played before either. And I told them, I don't want you to learn the charts ahead of time. I want you to go in there. And part of the idea is they want to watch how you react to something new and see how quickly you learn it, how you approach it, how you talk to the other guys. So this is an invaluable experience for my band too, along with the students, because everybody's learning the music at the same time. But the younger kids can see how the guys in my band who have more experience approach it. And they see that maybe they don't play it perfect the first time. Younger kids have an idea that everything is perfect. You have to do it perfectly the first time, and nothing could be farther from the truth. When I did all the studio work, everybody would, take one or two takes to get everything correct. So it's just a real interesting process, this learning on the bandstand, and that's what we're doing here.
Thank you. We are very glad you provided the charts. It's first of all, I think it's one of the hardest programs we ever do here, and it's exciting, and I think it's challenging for each one in here.
Oh yeah.
Now, of course, we have Pepe Lienhardt here, one that has the same philosophy basically about it. So, what's your impression now working with him here? And
well, he really knows how to get the best out of each musician. He's very patient. A real free-spirited guy, so he makes you want to do your best, and that's what you need in a conductor. You don't want somebody that alienates the whole band. He's a really wonderful guy, and he's got the charts already sound really good, so much better than the first day I got here. It's amazing. The learning curve is incredible.
That's cool. So when we are planning to open a college, okay, and what we want to do is no classroom teaching, basically, all e-learning. Because the idea is if people should go on the road, they should have the flexibility of studying whenever they want, in the general sense. And to actually do studio work and do this kind of projects to be exposed, that's a different curriculum.
Yeah.
Okay, let's talk about the opportunity of working in the studio versus going on the road. Your earlier life was pretty much in the studio, and your later life
is true.
Okay, maybe you can say how that came about.
Well, when I moved to New York in 1966, the end of 1966, there was really a lot of work in the recording studios because it was pre-sample and pre-electronics. If you wanted music, you had to hire a musician. So I quickly, because I had had so much experience playing with this IU big band, we played a lot of different styles. Plus I grew up in Philadelphia where there was a lot of different styles of music going on at the same time. A lot of great jazz, a lot of great R&B, pop music, the Philadelphia Orchestra. I was pretty blues bands, organ trios. I was pretty experienced playing a lot of different styles of music. And I fell into the studio scene for maybe 20 years in New York when I moved there until the mid-'90s. At the same time, I wanted to be a performer and expose my own music to the public. So I had kind of two careers going. We started the Brecker brothers in the 70s, and we did studio work, but we also went on the road. So it's good to have both in your back pocket.
Tonight we're having a jam session. How much impact did the jam sessions have in your career, like sitting in with other guys?
Well, I came up, it was not so much jam sessions in clubs, but we did, that's my daughter Stella, this was during the loft years, so we'd go over to people's lofts and have jam sessions for hours. It was the most famous loft when I was coming up was Dave Liedman's on 19th Street. At one point it was Liedman, Chick Corea, and Dave Holland, 3 floors. There were music going on all floors. Eventually my brother moved into the Chick's apartment. There was Howie Wyeth, who was a wonderful drummer, a kind of funk drummer and keyboard artist, moved in. So there was always music going on 24 hours. And we'd go down to Gene Perla's with Jan Hammer. They lived together. They had a good loft. Eventually, I had a good loft, so people would come over. Mark Copeland, Jerry Berganzi, everybody just played every day. That's another way we learn, just by saying, let's play this, or let's try that.
Great. Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
And hope to see you soon again.
I hope so. At least I hope I'll see you tomorrow.
Yes. All right. Cool.